Our 2024 honoree is a native of Kansas City, Missouri. The son of a postal worker and secretary, his family would move to central Oklahoma when he was a teenager, where learning to love cattle farming alongside his dad meant hard work and an appreciation for what might be called the cowboy life.
So Steve was a good horse person, a good cow person. He's done a great job in the cattle business.
Grew up on a cattle farm, bottle feeding baby calves. I think that's where it started. I think that kind of taught him a lot about time, patience, vision, agriculture, and probably a lot of tolerance.
Though he'd find use for his Oklahoma State degree in agricultural economics, it didn't take long after graduation for him to pursue another career path. It wasn't but 6 years after getting hired as a salesman in 1978 for Adams Chevrolet in Norman, Oklahoma, that our honoree made a move that would change his life forever. His 1984 purchase of Charlesworth Pontiac, 200 miles to the east, would position him to become both a business and civic fixture in Springdale.
He was my car man, still my car man.
I remember the first truck I bought from him, 3/4 ton GMC, good truck. He had some good salespeople out there, service people. I'd take my truck out there and get it serviced stuff. They did a good job. And it was one of those that I truly felt like I could trust.
In addition to becoming one of the most well-known car dealers in the region, he would go on to become a volunteer and 20-year board member for the Rodeo of the Ozarks, a 10-year member of the Springdale Airport Commission, accept Governor Asa Hutchinson's appointment to the Arkansas Beverage Control Board, a term on the Tontitown City Council, and a calling to lay mission work through First United Methodist Church that has taken he and his wife Kelly to Africa and Cuba to build water wells, plant churches, and serve pastors and their communities.
Obviously, he and Kelly were stalwarts every week in worship, just helping to build up the church and to serve as a witness to other people, young and old, in the life of the church. Since that time, Steve has been down to Cuba probably 5 or 6 times. He has helped to renovate an old kind of burned out warehouse that has been turned into a church in a very poor area in the outlying parts of Havana. He helped to raise the money to buy a parsonage for the pastor at that church. He and Kelly together have just continued to be committed to that ministry in Cuba on a consistent basis, and it's so impressive to me.
I've known Steve Smith the better part of my life. I've been around the rodeo a little more than 20 years now, and just think about it, my time there started as a kid. I don't know that rodeo without Steve Smith being a part of it. And in our boardroom, he's become a staple. It's much more than a rodeo. It's truly coming forward as a community hub, and Steve's a major player in those efforts.
So Steve's been a very positive plus, not just for that rodeo or Parsons Stadium, but for Springdale.
The ABC board, that stands for Arkansas Beverage Control, Asa talked him into serving. And, that's a difficult board, and they do a lot of work all over the state. Steve has enjoyed it, and I think that Asa is very proud of the fact that he was one of his appointees. He's an asset to the state of Arkansas. To have somebody like him that's level-minded and doesn't have a dog in the fight, and was willing to just go there and do his best.
And that's who Steve is. Steve is a guy he never met a stranger. Steve is friends with everybody that he knows. He's just one of the best guys that I've ever met, and I knew that from the moment that I met him.
Steve is one of those that'll go down in my book as a person that really loved his community and was willing to give back to it.
Through it all, he's become well known for his support of all things Springdale.
Steve, from all of us at the rodeo and for all of us who know you personally, we are so proud for you. This is an accomplishment that's well-deserved, and thank you for who you are.
So Steve, on behalf of Emily and the kids and I just want to say congratulations on receiving the Springdale Civic Service Award. Couldn't be a more deserving person.
Steve, I'm very proud of you, and yes, sir, my hat's off to you. And yes, sir, I truly believe you have earned this award, and it's something that All of us are very proud of you, and we're proud to be a part in your life. Thank you, Steve.
Steve, I congratulate you. I can't think of anybody that's more deserving.
Congratulations, Steve Smith. So proud of you for the Civic Service Award by the Springdale Chamber of Commerce. You've served not just the city of Springdale, but also the state of Arkansas in my administration. Thank you, Steve. Congratulations to you. We're so proud of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Civic Service Honoree, Steve Smith.